We are going to talking about EEPROM. What is EEPROM? Where do we use it, and why do we use it? First of all, the EEPROM is stand for Electrical Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. So it is a type of non-volatile memory, meaning it retains their data even when the power is removed or off. Unlike RAM, EEPROM does not lose the data on power off. Means in the case of RAM, when the power is off, the RAM removed is a whole data, but in the case of EEPROM or ROM, it's still, that's why its name is non-volatile memory. Volatile memory means which remove data from itself when the power is off. Non-volatile memory means the content or the data retain itself in the memory. Okay, the EP it also allow byte level or small page level read and writes. Okay, in short we can say here, in short we can say EPROM is a non-volatile memory used to store a small amount of data that must be retained when the power is removed and can electrical erase and re-return. Okay, let's go on the second slide. So EPROM is a non-volatile memory that allowed data to be electrically erased, rewriting despite being part of ROM family. Even this is a part of the ROM family, but still we can erase it, read, and write it. So EPROM is not truly read-only. It is writable non-volatile memory. Here is the true definition. So what is EPROM actually is? So you can read, write, erase electrically. No UV write, no program removal. Okay. Even you can rewrite EPROM many times, means 1 million write means 10 lakh. Okay. So now why do we use EPROM? We use EPROM to store data that must be preserved permanently or semi permanently. Preserve permanently or semi permanently. Okay. Okay. Configuration. Okay, we use EPROM to store data. Data must be preserved permanently or semi-permanently, just like configuration setting in the MCU. We do some configurational setting like calibration value we store in the EPROM. When the program will restart, the MCU read that data from the EPROM and that start working on the basis of that. And device ID, serial number. To store the serial number, to store serial numbers, we use EPROM. Okay, user preferences counter or uses history. Basically, it is due to the calibration value maximum time. Key reason, like why? Because it is non-volatile. Like even if when the MCU power is off, the data is still on EPROM. When MCU regain their power, then it can read the data from EPROM and work on the schedule task. Can be rewrite many times. Does not need battery. We can also interface the EPROM by using I2C or SPI. Okay, I am also talking about how the I2C communicate with EPROM. Okay, go to the next slide. So why do we use EPROM? Use EPROM when data changes occasionally, but must not be lost. We want data must not be lost. Typical situation: system settings saved once and read many times. System settings read saved once and read many times. Value updated only when configuration changes. Data that must survive reset, power cut, or firmware update. Means which data which can survive while the MCU reset or power cut or firmware update. That's the main key uses. Do not use EPROM when data update very frequently or large data storage is needed, high speed continuous. Okay, that's the practical application. Inside microcontroller, many MCU have internal EPROM maximum time, AVR, PIC microcontroller, some STM32 family, emulated EPROM, and used for user setting, calibration, constant boot flag. But sometimes we require extra memory. That's why we use external EPROM. This is one IC name. It is a TI IC. EEPROM IC. Internal EEPROM is too small. Multiple devices share. Data must persist across MCU replacement. Common application: industrial controller, consumer electronics, medical, IoT, automotive, ECO. Okay. Real world example: the washing machine, program setting, router, network setting, smart meter, energy uses data, medical devices, calibration data, printer page count, automotive ECO, error codes.